What is up, you guys? My name is Taxon. This is my channel, Dragon Ball Super Card Game Things, and today we're going over a Dark Broly and Paragus build. This is a build that I've been testing and working with for a while now. I've even been discussing with my buddy what are better options for it, how to run it more smooth, and he's helped me make some decisions, and this is where I'm at right now with it. It's always ever evolving and changing, so I'm not adding in any sideboard right now just because I haven't really got to play it competitively or even at a local. So this is my Dark Broly build right now, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you're new here, drop me a like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the build. Welcome back to DBSCG Things, guys. My name is Taxon, and today we're going to be talking about a Dark Broly and Paragus build. So if you don't know, this leader card on his front side, he has an activate main once per turn, so you don't need to swing, which is pretty nice. Add up to one card from your life to your hand, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, place 3 black battle cards with 30,000 power among them into the drop area, and then place the rest of the cards that you did not choose at the bottom of your deck in any order. And then he has an auto, upon attack, draw 1 card, and then an awakening skill at 4 or less, you get to draw 2 cards and flip them over. On his backside, he has activate main once per turn, place 3 battle cards with 30,000 power from your warp to your drop, then draw a card, and then he has an activate battle, choose 1 black battle card with 30,000 power in your hand or battle area, place it in the drop area, and you get plus 5,000 power for the duration of battle. So being in this deck, if you do not know, a lot of the cards in this deck are 0+0 combo power, and that allows it so that you can combo with them basically. So getting into the Broly package, I run 4 of this Broly, the 1-drop, for the ball form. So basically you set this ball underneath the 1-drop, and then you place them both in the drop area, and you get to play out any of these bigger guys. So for the bigger guys, I run 4 of the warp battle card, 4 warp drop in hand, and then 4 of the blocker. I run 4 of every one of these cards just for consistency reasons, because when I do my top 5, I really want to make sure I'm hitting 3. Even with my build at all 4s like this, I still have situations where I just end up not hitting them at all. So going into the rest of my build, I have 4 of these guys. Basically, if I end up doing this and this, turn 1 to get one of these guys off of my field, I'm going to turn 2 into him, and then he lets my opponent choose 3 cards from their hand, drop, or battle area, and then warp them. And if they do not, if there's 2 or fewer cards that they send to their warp, they got a credit life. So this card's pretty cool. Adds burn damage into this deck. And then because that card is red, I do run 2 of these Goku Heartfelt Pleas. I only run 2 because this is not my main thought process to get going off in this deck. Basically, if I hit this card in my early hands, I'm gonna be happy because I'm gonna go into him if I have him and just go for the awakening. I love offering, I love putting that decision on my opponent. I feel like any decision making you have to make your opponent do is going to put you ahead in the long game. So the offering triple strike, no matter how easy it is for them to get rid of, I still like having that to make my opponent make that decision. So moving on, I got 3 of this Toa. This basically, when I play it, I get to grab a ball from my deck, and then once per turn, tap an energy, I get to add a ball from my drop area to my hand. So she has a little bit of recursion for the ball. And then I run 2 of this Toa. This is basically I get to choose a black battle card with 30,000 power, place it in the owner's drop area, and then add up to 30 battle card with 30,000 power from my drop area to my hand. So this is battle card recursion. So getting into more of the deck, we run 3 power burst. Me and my buddy Rodney both play this deck, and we were discussing how petrification is very, very good in this deck, and it stops a lot of the more aggro matchups like Red Broly. You can petrify your very first turn and stop their entire swap chain, which I thought was a great idea. So I might find a way to squeeze that in, but as of right now, my only negate for the deck is Power Burst. This is to help me grab my Toes again, and also my Dark Broly. So moving further into the deck, we got 4 of this super combo. I love this super combo. If I have one of these bigger bodies in my hand that I don't want in my hand, I can bottom deck it when I'm at 4. And draw 2, basically putting them back in my deck so that when I do the ball with this 1-drop, I'm going to be able to get it from my deck. So for that, this is getting more into the tech options of my deck. I run 3 Gravy to Megaris Thrall. Basically when I attack or combo with this card, it's going to be combo basically every single time. When I combo with this card, I get to choose 2 cards in my warp, place them in my drop area, allowing me to fuel up my drop for my next activate main on one of these guys, or just overall. Next up, we got 2 Mecha Chikabora. If I wasn't so stuck on like wanting to keep my numbers low, right now I'm at 52, but I would love to bump this up to maybe 3 or 4, because this stops decks. Red Broly, all you gotta do is say turn 2, play this out, and then just say 6-drop Red Broly. Mirror Match, you just gotta say 6-drop Dark Broly. This card is busted, and plus it gives you the Dark Dragon Ball for your deck, so that's very, very good. Moving on to the next thing in my deck, I got 2 Super Saiyan 3 Tag Team Son Gohans. This guy is super, super good in this deck in my opinion. He can either be 15k extra rushdown, or... So basically, if I use like my leader skill to pop him from field to combo, he can come to field. Anything along those lines, like if I use ball to pop him to drop area, he comes to field. If my opponent removes one of my cards, he comes to field. This card's very, very good in my opinion. 2 up. Moving on to more in my deck. Very, very good overwhelm game ender. Comes out for free. Dual attack, not double strike. 25k. Basically, once you go into end game, play out as many of these guys as you possibly can. Use the Maker's Thaw, put stuff back in your warp, overwhelm this guy out, you get 2 more extra attacks, and not much else to say about this card. This card is very, very strong. So moving on to more of my deck, I run 2 of this Bardock. This would probably be Demagra if I could afford the $30 overwhelm, but as of right now, this is what I got. This card's really, really good, honestly. This has won me games many of times because I'll end up using this a lot early game. Ripping their hand down, ripping the drop area down, tapping this guy off for 3 in one of my later turns, and take 2, dual attack. Too good, too good. I like the card, it's just Demagra would be better. 1 Mira. This card's very good. 1 energy, deflect. So basically, once you say you're overwhelming onto him, he's coming out unless you're versing green. But right now in the meta, green's not very seen very often. So basically, when he comes out, you don't get this first auto because you don't play with Unison, with Union. But the auto, when he attacks, you get +5 for each card in your warp for the duration of the turn is very, very good, especially paired up with the last 2 cards in my deck. I got 1 Champa and 1 Supreme Kai. So basically, swing with them for overwhelm them for 1, swing with them, get that big +5 for all the stuff in your warp, and then tap this on it and basically just go for game. Or just use this on any one of your other cards. It's going to be a 40k double strike per game. So guys, this is my Dark Broly build. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my profile. I'm sure you guys have seen tons of profiles more recently because this deck is just taking the tops. I don't play this deck very often, but I figured this would be cool to show you guys what I got going for it. And also I want to hear what you guys think. So basically guys, leave me a comment, leave me a like, and subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you guys in my next video.